Greetings, badasses. How are you doing? My name is Julia. This is the fucking yoga company. Yoga for the rest of us. All the benefits, none of the bullshit. Oh, this is Morning Groove Yoga. I don't know what this is going to look like. I am forcing myself to the mat. I have not had coffee. I have not fed animals. I've not done anything. I'm getting myself here to be in this space. Because my body is telling me how much I need the yoga I'm not doing. It's that simple. So, let's get going. Start in comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. Staff pose. Hold on, let me get that out of the way. Staff pose, legs extended. I am sitting with my sit bones, the pointy ends of my pelvic cradle, the ischial tuberosities, on the very edge of a blanket. It helps rotate my pelvic cradle so I'm not feeling tug on my low back. I'm not feeling tug behind my legs. I will say though, I am feeling a little tug in my glute med. I'm tight right there. So one leg out, one leg in, modified Z-sit. This is not, my leg is in parallel with the mat. My heel is not scooched up into my pubic bone. And you can control the strength of this stretch in this leg with the angle of the extension. So you can go real far. You're going to get a deep adductor stretch. You can bring it closer to your foot and be a little bit more comfortable. As always, right, comfortably uncomfortable is what the goal is. Comfortably uncomfortable. If your knee is very high, if you're sitting here and your knee is just way up here, tight hip flexors. Sorry, I'm having allergy issues this morning. Grab a pillow, grab a bolster, grab a blanket, and let your leg release itself. I'm missing a blanket. So that you can be here and relax. Sorry, my object fixation just kicked in. Or you can join me in a pleasant seated pose, which is not crisscross applesauce, nor is it fucking lotus. Both of my legs are in parallel on the mat, right? I'm not twisted. I'm not wound up. I am balanced evenly between the hips as best I can. Now, again, you can see my left side is tight. My left side, I think, is always tight. That's just something about the way I move through the world. But if your knees are very high and you're leaning back and you're making a face to try and accommodate this position, again, grab another blanket, sit a little higher, grab a bolster, let your knees relax that way, sit on the block. Or grab a couple of pillows, couple of hand towels, and roll them up underneath your thighs so that you can, excuse me, relax your legs. And be as comfortably uncomfortable as you can. Pulling our attention and awareness from the external to the internal, taking a scan of the body, checking in state and quality of the physical form. Where are you feeling it this morning? So it's morning time for me. I don't know. I'm just going to talk like it's morning groove. Like you got up with me at 5:30, a little after, before my alarm. Instead of laying there trying to go back to sleep, I just decided to get up. Where are you feeling tight? What did you do the last few days that are playing out on your body? How did you sleep? Right? And where is that happening? We're not judging it. We're not owning it. We're just taking inventory and noticing what our body's trying to tell us, because that's communication, right? It's not your body punishing you. It's not your body crapping out. Your body is trying to tell you that you need something. And then we're going to move that attention and awareness into the state and quality of our thinking and check in. Our brain is also usually telling us that we need something. We need to do something. We need to think about something. We need to decide something. We need to worry about something. We want to pull all of that noise into a little tight little ball and slide it off to the side. We want to create a nice, clear, open field of thought for the practice. No, we want to be here on the mat. We want to be in our body, paying attention to the changes that we're making. Give ourselves a chance to reset for the rest of today. For me is Monday, for the rest of the week. I'm just going to try to get through to today, the fucking day today. That's my goal. And then once you feel like you've got the flotsam and the noise and the trash slid off to the side, let's move that attention and awareness and silence into the of our breath, right? No. Move that silence and attention into the awareness of our breath. That's what it was. Traditionally in yoga, we breathe into and out of our noses. You don't have to do that if you're. I'm having hardcore allergy problems this morning. I'm going to have to take a pill. That's going to be a struggle for me. Just breathe. We're going to slowly increase the length of our inhale to match it to the exhale. I want you to work a balanced rhythm of breath on either sides of the action. And it doesn't have to be the strongest, most powerful breath you've got. We're no Darth Vader breathing here. We don't need to sound like a pit of vipers. If you practice the Ujjayi, which is a slight valving at the back of your throat, creates a little hiss. It's really just to hear it inside your own ear, like if you put a conch shell to your ear and heard the air mimicking the sounds of the waves, right? Wherever you are at with that breathing rhythm, let's exhale all the air out of the lungs. We're going to reach our fingertips down towards the mat and take a sweep of the arms toward the ceiling. Nice big reach. Mine's going to turn into a yawn. And releasing it on down. Let's continue that. We're going to take lateral extension. I'm headed to the left. It's not a collapse of the body toward the floor over the waistband. It's a reach up and a tilt over. So, tight, tight, tight. We're just going to hold here for a couple of breaths. I want you to scoop your belly up and in and then inhale up to center. We're going to talk a little bit about core. I think we'll do that this weekend. We'll do that on Saturday. Tight, 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 tight. Drop that shoulder away from the ear. And try to reach the body as tall and long as you can. Inhaling up, so tight. Creaking and popping all the air out of the joints. Oh man, I'm feeling that all the way down into the hip and the adductor. The body is connected. Sorry, it just makes me laugh when I have to say shit like that. Everything in your body is connected, and your muscular structure, which overlays the bone structure, right, is connected by ligaments and fascia and tendons. And it works in concert. It doesn't, nothing works in isolation, even though we like to work out in isolation. We like the workouts isolate things. That's a nice big inhale. We're going to take a forward fold, tracing fingertips forward, tucking the chin first, drop those shoulders. Let's roll into the bow. I'm going to keep my rest weights on the forearms. Knees, calves, ankles, block, or floor. I'm sticking with my knees. Walking hands back. Nice, lovely stretch up to the ceiling. Releasing hands to hips, taking the hands behind the glutes. I'm resting the back of my hands against the body. Bow the chin. I want you to drop the shoulders a little bit more. We're taking a tilt of the ear over to one side. As we move through the world and through our day, through the things we're taking care of, through the activities that we do, sports, chores, the things, right? Even driving your car. We work in imbalance, right? Imbalance. Depending, a lot has to do with, which hand is dominant. A lot has to do with what you do for a living, what's repetitive work. And then we love to sprinkle in a little extra, bowing the chin forward, tracing the fingertips around the front of the body, slowly stacking cervical spine, like tennis or gardening or, yes, Larry, golfing. I'm going to change the position of my legs. If you're in staff pose, stay right there. You're fine. If you're in one of the other two positions, we're going to swap out the bend of the knee. Little rock side to side, get balance there. Feel evenly distributed between the weight between the sit bones. Nice big inhale up. Let's just go ahead and go cactus squeeze. I love it. Cactus squeeze. C curve. I want you to press the hands together and then rock gently to the left. Engage the core, come back to center, rock gently to the right. Now we're not holding our breath. We're breathing as best we can. Inhaling up. Ooh, cactus squeeze. Drop those elbows. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Reach those arms back. C curve. Press the hands together. I'm going to turn my left hand down toward the mat and reaching a little further with the right arm. I'm engaging the core by scooping the belly up. And I can tell you right now, my imbalance in the reaching and on up, the tightness in my left is coming from tightness on the right. The tightness on the right is tugging. Or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe it's the opposite. The tightness in the left is giving me this extra tightness on the right. I I don't know, but it's tight. Reach on up. Forward fold, touch, tracing the fingertips down. Tuck the chin, take the fold. Wiggle the toes, relax the feet. Try to keep that tension out. When we are releasing tension, when we're releasing and stretching, our body shifts the anxiety. And because our feet have oodles and oodles and oodles of nerve endings, that a lot of that anxiety travels there. It's why you get a cramp. It's why you get, right? It's a response to where we're stretching on one part of the body. It's a coping mechanism. The body's very good at it. Compensation, walking the hands back. Oh, nice big inhale up. Well, then you're releasing hands down to the hips. I want you to rest the backs of the hands against your back and take, that was a terrible sentence. That's all right. Drop the shoulders, squeeze the elbows back slightly, tilt that head. Releasing the chin forward. Let's take that tilt of the ear to the other side. If you're feeling I'm going to call it a lurch in the looky-loo. Move a little, wiggle a little, change the dynamic. And one more time. Releasing the chin forward, trace the fingertips around the front of the body, slowly stack cervical spine. We're going to move hands and knees. I like to pad my knees with a blanket. Oh. I like a block between my ankles. And the reason I like a block between my ankles is because when I sit like this or when I go to my hands and knees, my feet want to rotate in, and that is tight hip flexors. So what I want to do to balance the stretch in the body, in my hips particularly, which affects low back and knees, is place the block between my feet and my ankles. All right. Heels of the hands out in front of the body, a full palm's length. The heel of my hand, the base of my thumb, is lined up to the center of my shoulders, so it's going to feel a little wide. Let's go ahead and chakra Vakasana bow. Inhale at center. Exhale, tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, and drop back into the fold. Oh, yeah. Now, I'm taking my head low. My booty is going to be a little high. It's because I have a belly and I have thunder thighs. And so I'm pivoting right around my body. If I wanted to feel this a little more deeply in the low back, I would drop my hips closer to my heels, pivot across the top of my legs, and my head would come off the mat. But this is hips, hip flexors. This is latissimus dorsi, transverse abdominis. Inhaling forward. Let's what the fuck lean. Take it on over. Julia, why do we always chakra Vakasana bow and what the fuck lean? You know why? Because low back tightness is a function usually of hip flexors, hamstrings, quads, glute medius, piriformis. And the chakra Vakasana bow, what the fuck lean combo is a great way to warm up the hip girdle. I'm really feeling my left hip girdle. going to be some tennis ball action or a foam roller. I did a La Chingadita for your hips on the hip roller. I might have to do that for myself here. Inhaling at center, Chakravakasana bow. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, little scoop of the belly. Draw back. Open up the elbows a little wider. Spread the fingers. Make a fist. Spread the fingers again. Coming on forward. What the fuck, lean? What the fuck, lean? Oh, oh, oh. What the fuck, lean? Angry cat tuck here. So I'm long in the upper body, little tucked in the tailbone. Oh, man. So much hip tightness. Inhaling forward, I'm going to take forearms to the mat. I'm going to go right leg lift. Oh. Rock and roll the ankle, bend the knee. Lift. Take that leg back across the body. Reach it back across the body. Lift it nice and tall. Bring it down. Inhaling to hands and knees for Chakravakasana bow. Tuck the chin. Take the forearms down. Scoop the belly. Draw back into the fold. Open up those elbows. Spread the fingers as wide as you can. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists, make some fists. Inhaling forward, what the fuck, lean. Now, we've done some repetitions already, so you can start adjusting the what the fuck lean. You can lean forward, you can lean back. Angry cat tuck. Taking the forearms down, flat in the back. Left leg is going to lift up nice and high. Oh, rock and roll the ankle, bend the knee. Take that leg back across the body. Lengthen that leg up. Bring it down. Inhale, up to hands and knees. Flat back. Let's Chakravakasana bow. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down. Scoop the belly. Draw back into the fold. Little rock side to side. Open up those elbows. So now I'm getting a little looser in the hips. I can tuck my hips back towards the heels a little bit. My head is coming off the mat. Let the chin tuck towards the chest, though. Inhaling forward. What the fuck, lean. What the fuck, lean. Angry cat tuck. Holy cow. So now my tuck is getting a little longer. The body's getting longer away from the heels of the hands. Coming through to the forearms. Right leg's lifting up. Bend the knee. Take that back across the body. Rock and roll the ankle. Reach the toe down and try to touch it behind you somewhere. Now, I just totally shifted my body weight a little bit. That's okay. I want to move that hip, and now we're going to take that foot out. 90 degrees. Soften the knee. Toes are pointed forward. Let's lengthen that leg nice and high. Bring the knee in. Come on up to hands and knees. Now we're going to tuck into calf stretch. Let's just stretch feet first. Tuck the toes and take the weight back to where you're comfortable for the stretch. Try to balance the heels and the ankles so that they feel in parallel to your shins, to that radial. Nope, not the radial. Not the ulna. It's a tibia. Now let's roll up. I'm going to stay here in pike's pose. I've softened the elbows, softened the knees, and I'm just reaching my heels away from the back of my knees. That's the imagery. It doesn't matter if you're not on the floor. My heels are not going to touch the floor. Bringing those knees down. We're going to Chakravakasana bow. I need some extra resin because my hot flash palms are starting to sweat. Inhaling at center, tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, draw back into fold. Oh, little rock side to side. These repetitions are where we start to feel release. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. Make fists with the thumbs inside. Make fists with the thumb outside. Inhaling forward. Big what the fuck lean. What the fuck lean. So we work through a repetition to start, right? To give those muscles a chance. Number one, to know what's coming. Muscles like to relax a little bit when they have they can anticipate, your brain can anticipate angry cat tuck. What's going to happen, where they're going to go. That's why a lot of times when we fall or we are injured in a car accident, it's because our brain was shocked. Coming on forward, flat back on the forearms, left leg up. Bend that knee, take it back across the body. Right? And then the body tenses up to protect itself. It's a defense mechanism. That's all right. Lengthen it out. Oh, soften the knee. When we work in repetition, the brain starts to relax a little bit, right? Or we get into our thoughts, or I would say we get out of our thoughts. We get into the action of our bodies. And the brain is focusing on the anticipation of what we're doing next. And that works in two ways. It helps our focus and attention, and it quiets the brain down. And then it gives our muscles a chance to relax a little. Lengthen that leg up. Bring the knee in. Ooh. Come on up to hands and knees. Let's tuck the toes. Stretch our feet. Do your best to keep those ankles in alignment. And what I mean by alignment is don't let them sink in or roll out. We're going to roll up into the balls of the feet. And now I'm rocking into an ankle walking the dog, or this is called walking the dog, but let's call it calf stretch. Shrug the shoulders down, soften the knees. Oh. Okay, let's bring the knees down. Adjust my hands. Chakravakasana bow. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly. Draw back into the fold, rock and roll side to side. Open up the elbows, wiggle the fingers. Roll the wrists. Inhaling forward, we're going to what the fuck lean. I'm getting deeper towards the floor each time. Feeling that in my hamstring. Angry cat tuck. Oh, coming forward to the forearms. Right leg's going to lift. Oh, bend that knee. Take the toe back across the body. Lengthen the leg out. Oh, I forgot to do this on the other side. We'll do that on that side. Oh. Taking it out to 90 degrees. I can't wait to have floor in here. Lengthen that leg up. Bring it in. We're going to come up to hands and knees. Let's tuck the toes. Rolling up for our calf stretch. Bringing those knees down. I'm going to take this right leg straight up, forward, and across. And we're going to Z-sit it. All right. So, a couple of things about a Z-sit. The forward leg is going to be parallel to the side of the mat. The back leg, depending on the torque on your knee, can be extended here, or you can roll it back. Now, I have a blanket under the inside of my knee. So the first thing we're going to do is try to sit up as straight as we can. Now, I realize that might be problematic, okay, for no, just for tightness purposes. So there's a couple ways to go here. You can take the hand to the inside of the knee, relax the shoulder, but we're going to put a little pressure on that inside and reach back toward the back leg. And then, you can take a hold of that knee. You could leverage a little bit down, okay? If this is not going to work for you and you have to be a little leany, it's okay. Take a block, get tall in the body, drop that shoulder, and go from there. Because I'm still getting this stretch. So I'm feeling the stretch in the adductor all the way down to its insertion point around the knee. There's more than one adductor. I'm tilting my head to get that stretch in the neck. I'm going to wiggle my toes a little to prevent a foot cramp. And now I'm going to come over to the other side. So I'm going to lengthen through to the forearm. So our side lateral extension, reach that arm up and away. You're going to let it rock back a little bit. I want you up out of that supporting shoulder. Just let the head release. I'm going to take this arm around. There's a couple of things I'm going to do. I'm going to lift my belly to get off my thigh and reach around for this nice, easy bow. And I say easy doesn't mean what you think it means. Just like when I say, let's play a game. Let's have some fun. I'm going to peel my body off and out of that fold. I'm going to take two hands in front of me, rock off that leg. Just work yourself around Let's take Chakravarkasana bow. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, drop back into the fold. Oh, yeah, man. I'm telling you. I'm going to take a little rock away from the shoulder. So I've rocked forward. So I've got a cactus arm, and then I'm rolling opposite. Pecs, delts. I'm going to release this, and oh, man, the elbow. Whew. Coming on forward. Whoa, let's see. What the fuck, lean? What the fuck, lean? Oh, getting a foot cramp. Still working through left side tightness. Oh, I'm going to do a La Chingatita. We'll do a La Chingatita. Angry cat tuck. No, we're not going to like it. Coming to the forearm, left leg lifts. Take that toe back across the body. Stretch that leg back and away. Rock and roll the ankle. Sweep it around to the side, 90 degrees. Toes pointed towards the end of the mat. Soft in the knee. Lengthening that leg up. Bringing it down. Coming up to hands and knees. Tuck the toes. I'm going to step forward just a little and press into my right heel. Pressing into my right heel. My palms are sweating. Why? I don't know. Coming on down. Left leg is going to lift. I'm going to bring that knee over in front of myself. Rock into that hip for the Z-sit. Yeah, this side. Same thing on this side, okay? I'm going to take my hand either to a block or to the inside of the knee. Relax the shoulder, tilt the head, and I'm gently pressing down into the knee as I'm reaching back. Okay, coming down to this forearm, lateral extension. Reach up, let that arm hang back just a little bit. I want to be up and out of this shoulder. All right, I'm going to come around here and rotate for this fold. All right, I'm going to peel myself up. Hands come forward to rock over to unwind. I'm going to tuck my toes together and take my knees out for frog. I know I've done this. I think I've done this in every single flow I've managed, and that's because tight adductors mean tight hips, mean tight knees, mean low back pain, and knee ache. Not the best position to cough or sneeze in, I'm just going to say. Hold in a little more, a little longer than is comfortable. I'm taking a little wiggle. I'm rotating my belly to the right, rotating my belly to the left, a little lean back, little lift and stretch forward of the torso. All right, come out of this. Peeling off the mat with the arms. I'm going to take a knee in and a knee in. I'm just going to roll over for a little bit. Little child's pose, little easy one. And walking everything forward. Taking some water. We're going to move to our backs. Add a layer. We've reached, not to depress you, we've reached that stage where hot days, cool nights. I just hope my watermelons get ripe and my tomatoes start to fruit. I might not get any tomatoes this year. That'll be a bummer. It was so hot. June, July. I mean, insanely hot here. No, I guess it's not good for the tomato blossoms. Anyway, I've had plenty of Zooks. I've got some basil. I even got a lemon cucumber, if you can believe it. We had it for dinner last night in a salad. It was so good. All right. Those are my favorites. A little rock side to side. Roll to one side. Who got me hooked on lemon cucumbers? And rock. Windshield wiper sweeps. Tight quads. Yeah. I'm not going to do a quad chingatita today, 5-minute fix. I'm going to do we're going to do this right here, the transverse abdominis, and it is not going to be fun. I can just tell you right now. Slowly press the soles of the feet together. Little rock side to side. Slide those knees up. We're going to worm our feet down a little further away from the hips. Little rock side to side. Press the soles of the feet together. Let those knees release their weight, the weight of the legs at a different angle. Now we did frog pose, so this is going to feel different than if we hadn't. I really want you to scoop the belly and press the back into the mat, coming on out. We're going to take fingertips. What are we going to do? Let's cross an ankle over a leg and press out. Bringing a knee up in both hands, give it a squeeze. And then press that heel up and away from the hip. Now, this is a great place for the strap. My body is asking for some hamstring release. So I'm going to take the strap. Start here with your leg bent, right? The strap is just under the ball of the foot. Extend the leg, right? Keep a soft bend in the knee, dorsal flex the toes, like you were pushing a button with your heel. And then give me some tension on that strap. Now, I have very long hamstrings. I have a long inseam and a short waist. So that's one. And I've been doing yoga for, since 1988. I can't do the math right now. So, right, and look, it's not about touching your toes to your nose. It's about creating length from hip to heel. It's about finding out how long the back of your leg can be without bending that knee. See that squish? Little tuck of the chin. And we're going to release. Same thing on the other side. Ankle across the top of the knee, press out into the knee. Oh, God, I love fucking yoga. All right. Strap around the foot. Bend the knee, flex the foot. Get nice and square here. Nice and stable. Press the heel away from the hip. Soften the knee. And then you're going to lengthen that leg. Oh, we're back, baby. We're back. I'm pressing into my right foot just a little to tilt my hip up a bit. It just changes the angle enough to give you a different strength of stretch. And we're going to release. All right. Grab your layer, grab a pair of socks, a blanket, however you feel like it's going to work for you. We're going to pull our attention and awareness. We're working towards Shavasana. Now, it's morning groove yoga, so the Shavasana is a little shorter, right? It's not a deep, ooey gooey Shavasana because I want you to move your energy forward through the day. Legs extended, arms at your sides, palms up. Classic Shavasana. This might not be working for you. That's fine. You could tuck a pillow behind your knees. You could lay a blanket underneath your hips. Make sure it goes up to your ribs so your torso is in the same plane. You could roll a towel behind your neck just to, adjust your head. I'm going to take a little rock side to side. Bring my feet to the mat, knees to the ceiling. Am I going to work a little tennis ball? I think I'm going to be good because I'm going to do a chingatita after this with a foam roller, and that'll be enough torture. If you were adjusting a human being freely and completely on your own by your own autonomous will, lay on whatever side you can. Regardless, lay on. I don't remember. Put a bolster between your knees, a pillow under your head, hug a blanket or a pillow with your top arm. Pulling your attention and awareness from the external to the internal. I want you to focus on your eyes, and the eyelids, the temples, the muscles around your forehead. Unclench the jaw. Give me a little shake of the head. No. Relax the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Shimmy the shoulders. Wiggle the arms. Roll the wrists. Make some fists. And then let the upper body rest to the floor. traveling down the length of spine, base of neck, between the shoulder blades, between the ribs. Tuck the hips, relax the tailbone, and let the torso rest its weight. Legs, tense up those quads a little bit. Rock and roll the leg, flex the calf, rock and roll the foot. Same on the other side. Ooh, that is some glute work. Pulling that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your thinking. I want you to pay attention to anything that might be dragging its feet, anything that might be waving its arms at you, right? We want to slide all of that off to the side, pulling that attention and awareness into silence, clearing our thoughts, anchoring it into the breath, and just paying attention to our lungs. Drawing some deeper breaths in, we're going to expand our awareness to the body again. And I want you to spread it out through the legs, through the arms, down to the toes, the fingers, the top of the head. Inhaling. And sighing that breath out. I'm going to bring a knee up and give it a squeeze. Bringing the other knee up, giving it a squeeze. Taking a rock side to side, rolling from one hip across the low back to the other. When you're ready to rock completely over to one side, peeling our bodies off the mat, upper body first. Log roll. And then we're going to come to comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. Might be different than when you started out. I don't know. Hopefully, we'll see. Pulling that attention and awareness to the state and quality of the physical form. We want to scan the body, checking out. How do you feel? on this end of the practice. Moving that attention and awareness into the state and quality of our breathing, and check out how your breath feels. And then moving our attention and awareness into the state and quality of our thinking. And I'd like to remind you that we are indeed in control of our day. We have chosen to make obligations. We have chosen our responsibilities, whether that's a job or, whatever our responsibilities are in our lives. We are acknowledging, right? I would like you to acknowledge that those are choices. They're conscientious, right? Or maybe they're unconscious, but we have control over them. So you get to organize them the way you want. That's the way it works. Believe in yourself. I don't know. I was going to say that, but some people just aren't doing the work, and it's a weird double-edged sword, all of this therapy language, right? All of this mindful language, because you can double down on being an asshole if you think you're okay. How about just saying, when none of us are okay, do the work, strive to be better, and believe in, I only have control over me. I only have control over me. You only have control over you. And it's very important to acknowledge that. And you get to set your boundaries. I don't even like that word. You get to be the person you are. If you're comfortable being the person you are, if you are truly feeling fulfilled and, happy and have joy in your life and have people in your life who you can depend on, and who lift you, then you're doing okay. We're going to release practice. Taking our eyes open. I'm going to take a last little stretch on. I'm going to honor my body for doing what I asked it to do today, and honor yourself. Well, and all the hard work it does to get you from one end of the week to the other. That's where I was going with that. My name is Julia. This is the fucking yoga company. Yoga for the rest of us. All of the benefits. None of the fitness bullshit. Plenty of other bullshit here. That whole little thing, just, delete it. Grace and kindness, motherfuckers.